Alrighty, guys. Good morning. It's Dave Santarelli from Santarelli Trading Exchange, BreakingChartAlerts.com, and Stock Options Trading Academy. So, guys, first off here, unemployment numbers came out. We sent out our daily newsletter this morning. You guys could check that out right here. Let me get that off. You guys could check that out right here. We have the
Stocks
top.
are now open for trade day, everyone.
Have a great day, everyone. But yeah, let's take a look here. So here's today's newsletter. We had an upgrade on AMD. AMD is getting a nice climb. I was watching that in pre-market hours. Delta's already up over 1%. But AMD was climbing nicely. Delta was upgraded to a 58 price target and went from market perform to strong buy. So now's the time we're going to start looking at the airlines again. What am I going to do? I'm going to get my notepad here. And I'm going to start looking now because remember yesterday I told you guys we're mostly in cash right now. Okay, you know, we are about 90% in cash. So what I want to start doing now is looking for that next good setup here. We're going to be taking a look at AMD, DAL. We'll look at UAL, United Airlines, LUV, which is Southwest. And let's continue to see what else we see down here. Airbus was upgraded. Not something I was interested in yet, though. Let's see, Microchip. Let's see, Morgan Stanley maintains overweight on Apple, raises price target to 166. I'm watching Apple before, just got up to 150, back at 149.02 right now. But you know, we got a lot of target changes here. Let's see. Credit Suisse maintains outperform on BlackRock, lowers price target to 1,000. Let's see here. Dollar General raises price target to 270. Unemployment numbers, as you guys heard, it was nice. Down 26,000 from previous week, down to 360,000 claims in the past week. For July 10th week, and then 360,000 continued claims, down 126,000, down to 3.24 million. That's not too bad. Johnson & Johnson, we sent out the app alert this morning. Johnson & Johnson recalls Aveeno Neutrogena spray sunscreens after finding benzene traces in those. So, you know, this morning we had Morgan Stanley coming out with earnings, United Healthcare Group. That was moving quite a bit in the morning. Let's take a look at that. Give the markets a little bit of time here to move. Let's take a look at UNH. United Healthcare Group had a big pullback there. Apple's still hanging right around that 149. TLT starting to climb. I was thinking about doing another trade on TLT since we've done so well on that one. That one had a big gap higher there, nearing 148. I think that's, I mean, if we take a zoom out here, you know, that's one of those ones that's just a really great long-term trade here. You know, I think I'm going to make one on TLT as we continue to climb here. I really think now is going to be a good time to start getting into some TLT. Let me just check something quick here.
Moving Image Technologies, MICQ shares should be resuming trade at 9:36 and 18 seconds a.m. Eastern Time. That would be for a 5-minute circuit breaker. Mike India Tango, goodbye.
I'll wait a little bit on that one. Let's see. Disney's starting to climb here again, too.
SCO Group, SGOC is the ticker. Shares halted on.
Got to decide what I want to do with Disney today.
Shares halted up 15%. Same result. Oscar Charlie, the stock over the $15 level.
Good morning, Josh. Good morning, team. I'm looking over here, seeing if anything's coming up on the news wire. There's an update here about Roku. So listen to this update. It's pretty important for the company. Needham on Roku buy rating. So Needham just upgraded Roku to a buy. And the reasoning behind that is DataZoo acquisition allows for programmatic Programmatic delivery of ads, while company now has the ability to buy connected TV advertising across the web. So that's pretty big news there for Roku. And here's another update on Roku. Need 'em on Roku buy rating. Firm believes company should be valued as a digital aggregation platform similar to Facebook, Google Search, or YouTube, and believe it has material upside to be considered such. That's for Roku. Let's see what shares of Roku are looking like today. Good morning, Christian.
Technology partners company announcing a SPAC merger deal with Aurora. It is a self-driving technology company. Investors and Aurora have committed to a $1 billion.
Microsoft's pulling back a little bit here. Let's see where we're at here with Microsoft.
Equity value of $11 billion.
Might pull back a little bit more on Microsoft before continuing that climb. But holding on to it for now. We have the July 30th going into earnings. Good morning, Mr. Foster. Good morning, Paula. Good morning, Jerry, Captain.
Moving in,
Sammy, Skahorvy.
Shares resume trade here. Mike, India, Tango, Quebec. Continuing higher, the stock up 23%.
Apple right around that 148.66. Dow is down about 98 points. Nasdaq's down almost 60 points today. Really not doing too much. Remember, we're mostly in cash right now. We're waiting to reposition. The largest trade we have right now is about a $7,000 trade on Microsoft. And then we got about a $1,100 trade left on BIDU. And we got the small Disney, Ford, and Express trade still out there.
Moving Image Technologies, MITQ shares halted on another circuit breaker. The stock halted up.
I'm watching what Microsoft's going to be doing at this 10-day simple moving average here. I'm just going to watch and see if this is going to continue to regress and drop lower today, or is it going to pick up, cross that that yellow 10-day simple moving average, get that crossover, and start that climb higher for the day. If it does, might be adding to it. But for right now, just watching it and seeing the price action. We have the Microsoft July 30th Expo, and if you guys remember, and we take a look here at the calendar, we can see that Microsoft has earnings on the 27th. So that's why we got the 30th Expo, because if they have a blowout earnings like some of these tech companies have been doing and getting that big climb, that'll give us plenty of room there to climb up to that target that we were talking about, possibly hitting 300. But for right now, it's only the 15th, holding on to it, seeing what it's going to do.
Again, those were those expected to open for trade this morning.
Let's see, BIDU and Disney starting to take off there a bit. Good morning, Skyjack. Christian, how you doing, buddy? Let's take a look at BIDU here.
SGOC Group, SGOC shares resume trade. Stock continuing higher, now up 23%. Sandy Golf, Oscar, Charlie.
Let me see. There we go. That's the screen I was looking for there. BIDU is just starting to have a nice breakout there. Baba was looking good this morning as well. Let's take a look at Baba. Baba's having a nice climb there. I wouldn't mind picking that up if we could cross above 215. It's weird though. Chinese stocks haven't been producing lately, you know,
S&P 500
which is
futures
crazy because
below
did you
the
guys see the
43
overnight numbers there at 10 p.m.? You know, they came out with the China economic numbers, and you know their GDP grew like crazy. So that's probably why the Chinese stocks are up so much. But if you guys are into that type of stuff there, the Chinese economy has grown like crazy. I think they have, what they have? Let me take a look at my phone here. Let me see where it is. I must have exited out of here. Bill, what was their GDP? Do you remember? I think it was 5.6 if I remember properly. I'm trying to look, but I hate how when you open up an app, it just takes it away. Where you go? I think I might have it now. There we go. China's GDP grew 7.9% in second quarter. Their biggest outperforming sector, take a guess what their biggest outperforming sector was. Retail sales. So remember that. Retail sales, you know, was their biggest outbreak there for the sector. BIDU is still on the climb. Let's take a look at BIDU. She's starting to run. Microsoft's not doing a darn thing. Down 600 bucks on Microsoft today, but that's July 30th Expo, and I got a $7,000 trade on that, so a little over $7 grand. What were we looking at here? BIDU.
Moving image technologies, MIT.
Look at that breakout on BIDU.
Trade here and
there goes Disney too. Let me put Disney above here so I can keep an eye on Disney, because take a look at Disney daily chart. This is why I like Disney.
Mike India Tango Quebec.
Disney right now, in today 1 minute, it's climbing from those lows, 83.10 all the way up to 84.10. So it climbed $1 since opening bell in about, what, 10 minutes here, right? So 10 minutes or so, 12 minutes, it climbed $1. If we look at the 6-month daily chart, notice the consolidation. It's holding that 183 area. So that 183 is acting as support. Now, when we break out of that 185, that's when we're going to be targeting that next resistance of about 190. So that's when we could come in and do another short-term swing trade on Disney, getting something about 30 days out till Expo, looking for something with a delta of at least 0.50, and then capturing that quick 50 to 70% return.
The intraday trading session.
Okay, Microsoft's climbing a bit here as well.
30 down, both down about 0.4%. NASDAQ is the laggard here this morning, down about 0.5%.
Disney's still on the climb. Let's take a look at BIDU. BIDU's continuing to break out. BIDU new highs of the day on BIDU.
Stocks, crude oil trading down more than 1% here, 72.24 per barrel last trade in crude oil. Gold about flat for the session, up about 10 cents per ounce, 18.25.20.
Nice continued breakout on BIDU.
Gold, silver up about 0.3% at 26.35 per ounce.
Man, that Carnival Cruise Line. Did you guys see that Carnival Cruise Line CCL? I have that up over on the chart over here if you guys are watching me on video. I have that on this chart right here. I'm just waiting for it to break that 10 to get into an entry on it, but CCL's been breaking down and breakdown momentum for a while now. And that's a big breakdown on CCL, down over 2% again today.
shares halted on a circuit breaker. The stock
Looks
halted
like everything's starting to pull back a little bit here,
Charlie
team.
Alpha Romeo Victor.
Now the Chinese stocks are starting to climb here, and the American markets are pulling back. Ray Janis says China only wants to have 25 of their companies listed on U.S. stock exchanges. Did you catch that, Dave? I didn't hear anything about that, no. When did that come out?
Yamana Gold, AUY, seeing a block trade here in the
And China's not going to be able to stop that. You know, every country invests in emerging markets. Look at BIDU continuing to run. We're up 200 bucks on the day on BIDU.
0.2% today. Alpha Uniform Yankee.
Now, just remember, if China said that their retail sales were their outperforming sector and their GDP is climbing, you know, remember Baidu and Baba are coming up with earnings in a couple of weeks. How do you think that's going to reflect on their earnings if they're having great GDP growth and the leading sector is retail? That's what Baba is, you know? Baba is the Amazon of China. So if they're saying right now that China's GDP is growing and their retail sector is outperforming everything else, how do you think the earnings are going to be for Baba, Baidu, and all those? So you're going to continue to see that run up in the earnings now, I think, on the Chinese stocks.
A circuit breaker to the downside.
Disney's at the highs of the day. There goes Disney continuing to climb. 184.25, 184.27.
Mike India Tango
184.32. New highs of the day on Disney again. We got Apple starting to break back out, back up above 149. 149.12 on Apple. Skyjack said Walmart's at the high of the day. He's been talking about Walmart for a couple of days now. Let's take a look at WMT. Cullen Contracting says, Dave, hope you got into Visa or MasterCard the last few days. No, I did not. Let's take a look. Walmart up 0.73%. How you feeling, by the way, Kevin? Walmart's looking good there for a swing trade, Skyjack. I like that setup. I'll put that down, WMT, on my notepad right here as well, because I'm going to be looking for a decent-sized swing trade today. Workhorse shares are up over 3%, continuing to climb. There goes Disney. More new highs of the day on Disney. Apple is now green for the day at 149.18. 149.22 on Apple, continuing to break out there. We're heading for that 150. Walmart's looking good, Skyjack. What did you get on Walmart? Did you get any trades? I'd probably be going out to that August, or, you know, either the August for a short-term trade, or I'd be going with that December or January expo for a swing trade going into the holiday season. So which one are you doing there, Skyjack?
LM Funding, that's ticker LMFA. Also, Broadway Financial, BYFC shares also all moving higher here. Looks like Carver was the leader in this space. Charlie Alpha, Romeo Victor.
Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's testifying before the Senate committee right now. Let's see. Skyjack says he's in Walmart. 716 141s. Nice. What'd you pay for those, Skyjack? There goes Disney, guys. Disney's having another nice big breakout. Baidu's at new highs of the day. Disney's trying to near that 184.50. Apple's continuing to run. Apple 149.56 on Apple, up 0.26% for the day. There goes Disney 184.43 now. Continuing to break higher.
A note on price action.
Looking pretty good.
CARV. Carver shares started moving and were halted on a circuit breaker as at the testimony with Fed Chair Jay Powell, a senator mentioned the Fed's involvement with causes like global warming and racial justice, and the price action.
Yeah, I'm watching Apple over there. Apple's taking off again. That 150 is really important on Apple, though. There goes Disney again, 184.48. Nice breakout on Disney. I want to see Microsoft start to take off here. Let's see what Microsoft's doing.
Carver, Urban One, Cone.
All right, Microsoft's not doing too bad there. She's still in breakout momentum. Plenty of time to go on that trade. That's looking good. Let's take a look at Baidu. That one's having a heck of a breakout. Getting right up to that 10-day. It's been consolidating the past 3 candles, which is nice. That's telling us we could possibly see a reversal coming, since we have that nice area consolidation here. We consolidated right here for a bit. And now what we're going to be looking for is that green candle above that consolidation for confirmed entry. So BIDU, if we get a candle like this, well, I'm going to be looking for a candle, honestly, above 190. But, you know, if we start to break out there, I might jump in a little early. So that's what we're going to add. That's where we'll add to BIDU. There's that BIDU trade that you see right here, right? Here's BIDU. Here's the daily chart. We just came all the way down to 170. We're at 185 now. So if in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days we went from 170 to 185, that's 15-point gain in a couple of days. We have that August 20th Expo. Not only do we have that August 20th Expo, but they also report earnings going into that Expo. So want to keep an eye on that. Guys, Disney's at new highs of the day. Big breakout on Disney. 184.77 right now on Disney. Heck of a nice climb here on Disney. There we go. Disney continuing to break out there. Nice big breakout on Disney. We have a Disney trade, and that is doing pretty darn good today. If we climb another buck on Disney, we're going to have some really nice profits on that today. Disney's going to test that 185 area. Let's see. Jerry says back in COF. She loves playing that COF. Let's take a look at COF. That's, you know, on today 1 minute, it's looking good there, Jerry. 1020 cross starting to break out. 3-month daily. It's got a successful test off that 20-day simple moving average. Nice trade plan perfection there. I'd be waiting for a green candle after this bounce off the 20-day support. But, you know, Jerry's a great trader. She's been doing great with COF here. Capital One. Hope it goes right in your wallet there, Jerry. Let's take a look at BIDU. BIDU's still climbing. Up 300 bucks on the day on BIDU. 185.50. She's already up almost $4, you know, almost $5 for the day, so that's not too bad. Another $5 climb will get us to that 190. She might be going there this week. There goes Apple again. Apple's having another nice breakout. Hold on one sec here, guys. The landscapers here. Alrighty, guys. Disney, Apple, BIDU. You guys see Delta? Delta's up almost 3% today as well. It's about time. Love to see that really start to climb over the next few days. So what is this one? Hertz Global Holdings H. They got rid of Hertz GQ, huh? HTZZ. So let's see. We have Hertz Global Holdings. Yeah, that's probably their new company they just formed after the bankruptcy. So this is probably the one I'd be jumping into if we're looking at Hertz taking off again. I'd have to look into that one there, Darren. But if that's their new spin-off here from the company that went bankrupt, and this is their new one, you know, $19 for Hertz, that'd be a hell of a good buy. Microsoft's climbing from the lows here as well. Take a look at Microsoft. That's almost green here for the day. Nice climb there. There's that 1020 cross. Trying to break that 281.75. There she goes, breaking above it. 281.83, continuing that strong break on Microsoft. That's looking pretty good. I'm watching Disney up above here. This one's heading right to that 20 SMA, but she's getting a successful climb off that 20. So Disney's starting its climb again. Microsoft's climbing. BIDU's climbing. Now all we need is Ford to get its butt in gear here, and we should be looking pretty good. Apple, 149.62. Apple's continuing to break out. So tech's starting to take off. NASDAQ's only down about 16 points. That's why I always like looking at the markets there, seeing are we having a broad-based rally, or is there just certain stocks here that are taking off? Right now, you know, the whole Qs are starting to climb. Let's take a look at the Qs. Qs are climbing here since 944, really. So Qs are climbing, and what's in Qs? Tech stocks. So we're going to see those tech stocks continue to climb here as well. Qs are getting a nice climb. We're almost green for the day on the NASDAQ. Let's take a look at Apple. Apple's having another nice run here. It's holding, you know, right at that 10. Starting to climb. Disney. Apple's looking beautiful. Let's see, Disney. Right down to that 20-day simple moving average. It's holding that so far. Let's take a look at BIDU. We're up almost $400 today on BIDU. There goes BIDU, 186.07. She's up almost 3% on the day. Ray, that's a funny one. It's a good one. Apple's still taking off. I'm looking at my scanners over here. You know, nothing really moving. You got Space on the climb. Space is up $1.20, up almost 4% today. Let's see what Space is doing. Maybe it's something we could day trade. Yeah, see, today, 1 minute, it's lousy candles. I don't like them when they're tight like that. But the one nice thing is on that daily chart, what's it doing? It's holding that 30 support, holding you know, that 50-day simple moving average. So you might get a quick climb back up to 40 or 45 here, which with options, that's a huge move there. So keep an eye on Space. Keep that on your watch list. I'm putting that here, SPCE. Looking for some good swing trade candidates here. Apple's still climbing, 149.70 right now on Apple. Still breaking higher. Space is still on the climb, still breaking higher for the day. Another nice run. New highs of the day on Space. AMC shares are breaking out. You know. I don't know. I don't like that AMC. Apple's really climbing here, guys. Anyone still in Apple? Apple's nearing that 150 right now. Anyone still in Apple, or did you guys get out of that one? There goes Disney starting to climb. Sammy says, I am in Apple. Are you still in the original Apple trade, or which Apple trade are you in, Sammy? What about you, Skyjack? Anyone in the original Apple trade, or are you guys in some spin-off Apple trades there? Because I want to know if it's higher than where we sold it at right now. It's got to be higher. I mean, we're obviously higher on the day. I don't know if Theta ate away too much so at that. Skyjack's in the original. Skyjack, what percentage gain do you have on the original Apple trade? I'm trying to see what I'm missing out on by closing out these trades a day or two early. I bet you held on to that one. Wish you held on to that one there, Jack. Disney's getting a nice climb there, guys. You know what else is taking off here is weird? Just turned green. Express. Let's see what Express is doing. Guys, Express is taking off. This is one I think we could day trade. I think they're going to be jumping back into these once again here. 6-month daily. You know, that looks good for like a weekly trade. July 16th, 5 strike calls going for 10 cents. That's not too bad there. Or we could get July 23rd, 5 strike for 28 cents. But if you wanted to do a day trade for a quick gain, that 5 strike call, even the 450 is going like literally at the money, because 450 plus what you paid for it, that's 488. She's at 487 now, so it's like you only have 1 penny of extrinsic value or time value. So picking up that 450 is really nice, because any upside from there is all profits. The 5 strike, I mean, yes, you could sell it quick if it gets up to 490 for a quick, probably 20% or more gain. But you know, you really need that at what, 510 to break even, 520 for 100%er. But that's not bad. I like that. If you guys are looking for a day trade, Express is a nice one to go with. Pick up either that 450 or the 5 strike call. That one's really good there. It looks like they're going to be pushing that one, to be honest with you. Just by the way, you can see AMC climbing, Space is climbing. You know, you got AMD climbing. You know, all these are some of those ones that are traded in that Wall Street Bets Reddit group thing there. So you could keep an eye on that if you're looking for a day trade. Workhorse shares are up over 6% now. Disney got a double top. Take a look at Disney. Disney right now got a double top from that 951 candle here. So if we could break that 951 candle on Disney, we're going to be having another nice move here on Disney. But right now, that's its resistance, and is what you can see happening. Getting up to that resistance, just about pulling back. So I want to see a clear breakout above this resistance, and then we could be possibly looking at a day trade or an overnight trade on Disney. BIDU's still on the climb there as well. BIDU's having a heck of a breakout today. Look at it holding that 10-day simple moving average the entire breakout here. Sammy asked, Dave, do you think Apple will go over 150? The question about that is when. Do I think it'll go over 150 by when?
Liquid media, YVR shares spiking higher, now up 44% on volume here as the stock moves over $2. Yankee Victor Romeo. Beyond Meat, YNB seeing a report that company has launched an e-commerce site on JD.com, Bravo Yankee November Delta. That is a Bloomberg report. Shares now about 4.5% for the session. Bravo Yankee November Delta.
Disney's still trying to hold that 2010, getting that climb, still climbing there. I'm watching CCL over here on a 3-month daily. Just waiting for something to happen. Markets are pretty flat. Dow's down only about 5 points now. I'm sorry, Dow's down about 42 points. Nasdaq's down about 4 points. You know, what we got to be looking at right now, guys, take a look at this. If we take a look at Diamond ETF, so you can see the Dow on a 3-month daily. What's happening? It came down to that 10. It's climbing off those lows right now, which is a good sign, right? So remember what we said. The 10's been acting as support. And as of right now, the Dow came down to lows of about 34,777. Now we're at 34,885, continuing to climb off this morning's lows. And if you take a look at a today 1-minute chart on the Dow or the Diamond ETF here, you can see we're still continuing to climb. So that's not bad. Now let's take a look at the Qs, which is mostly our tech stocks. Again, retraced big this morning, climbing from those lows this morning, 6-month daily. What happened? It tested that 10-day simple moving average on a daily chart, and we're climbing off those lows, just like it did right here on June 8th. You know what happened? It opened down, it closed higher for the day, and you know, we continue to climb from there. So for me, this is still looking like a continued breakout momentum going into next week. You know, if we were closing below that 10, I'd be worried, you know, by the end of today. But as of right now, we're still climbing, still in breakout momentum, and those July 30th and August 20th expos are looking great. So 3-month daily chart on Qs, looking great there. Let's take a look at SPY now. If we take a look at the SPY ETF, SPY, we could see the same thing. We came down to that 10-day simple moving average, the same thing we did on June 8th here, or July 8th. July 8th, we came down to about what, 428.79. You know, we closed higher for the day there, closed up around 430. We had a successful test of that 10-day simple moving average. We started higher. Right now, SPY's at the highs of the day right now, almost turning green here for the day. So for me, I think we're still in breakout momentum. I think we're still going to continue that climb going into earnings. Remember the reason why we're so bullish on earnings. You know, they really slammed estimates during COVID last year. They revised their guidance for 2021. They lowered expectations. And now with the economy roaring back, you know, I mean, we are absolutely slaughtering and killing expectations that are coming out on Wall Street. So I think that's going to continue going into the end of July and early August here as we continue to report Q2 earnings. So take a look at Disney now, DIS. That's nearing the highs of the day once again. Take a look at a today 1-minute chart here. Not too far off the highs of the day at 184.90. So continuing to break out there, that 3-month daily on Disney. It consolidated the past few candles. Now you're looking for that break above 185. It breaks that 185. You're going to be looking for that next area of resistance. It's got smooth sailing up to about 190. So that's what you're looking at and focusing in on as far as those trades go. Now let's take a look at Microsoft. What's Microsoft doing? Because I'm looking at that on my thing here. I'm down $700 on Microsoft for the day. You know, I mean, it's still in breakout momentum, kind of like these days here, you know, still in breakout momentum, a little bit of a retracement. And then what happens the next few days? She has a big run. So right now we're still holding above that 10-day simple moving average. So I'm just watching that. If we drop below 280, I'd be a little concerned, but I don't see us dropping like that. There goes Disney. Some more new highs of the day on Disney. Our Disney trade is almost in the green. We'll be looking to take profits on that today if we get some green on Disney. There goes Disney continuing to break out there. Nice break out there, breaking above that 184.75, getting right up to that resistance from that 9:51 a.m. candle. Let's see if we can break through that and continue higher and break through that 185 today. If we can break that 185 today, you know, we're going to be seeing some profits on that Disney trade by EOD. I'm watching Disney. I'm looking over here on my other computer here too for some other setups. Disney's still breaking out. Still not jumping above that 9:51 a.m. candle though. So I want to see it break that resistance for that continued climb. There we go. There's a nice breakout on Disney, guys. Nice breakout above 185. 185.18 on Disney. Our Disney trade's almost in the green now, only down 40 bucks on Disney. Nice breakout there. Let's see if that continues. If we could get up to, let's see what we have as far as a delta goes on Disney columns. Let's see. Delta. Okay, let's see. Disney, what do we have? The Disney 185s. So those Disney 185s, they got a delta of 0.49 cents. Delta is up over 3% today, 3.5% just about. BIDU's up just about 2%. Our Disney trade is rocking and rolling there. I'm watching Apple. I want to see Apple start to climb here again too. There goes Disney, wants to break out again. Let's see if she holds that 185. Apple pulled back. Q's pulling back a little bit here, guys. You see Q's entering into breakdown momentum. 10 crossing below that 20. Consolidated, broke through support. She's dropping lower now, so you're probably going to see a general market pullback now for a little bit. It's nice because Qs are still pulling back, and I'm watching Disney still hold that 10-day right now, so that's not too bad there. Apple's still hanging out right around that 149, so not much is happening. You know, Dow is down about 11 points, Nasdaq's down about 33. It's just a pretty flat open. The only thing that's still moving is workhorse shares, up almost 7%. Palantir's starting to climb again, 2185 PLTR. Delta still up 3.3% today. BIDU up 1.67%. Skyjack's up 43% on Disney, January 185s. Nice job on that, Skyjack. Disney's going to continue to climb over the next year. I should jump into a larger trade on Disney. Look at the Qs there, though. Qs are still pulling back, so I'm not doing anything until I see Qs settle down there. It's nice, though, because you're seeing Apple still hold around that 149. So even though Qs are pulling back, you know, you're still seeing, there goes Disney climbing off that 20. You're still seeing, you know, Apple hold that 149. So for right now, you're just letting it be. You're letting it do its thing and realizing, you know, you're just pretty flat right now. You're waiting for that next breakout. I'm watching FedEx over to the right there. I really want to see FedEx start to climb again. Oh, Ray says, Dave, seems like you spent enough taking the family to Disney. Ray, so if you count how many times we go to Disney, we have the Universal passes, the SeaWorld passes, Aquatica passes, Busch Garden passes. We have this local little water park here in the community passes for that. It's crazy. It's like, it's probably about $600 a month just for passes to everything. And then, of course, when you go there, you get a burger, and it's like $30 a burger. I just don't like how, like, when you're season pass holders, how right now they're, you know, they're saying, oh, we're at capacity, you can't come in. It's like, yo, I paid for an annual pass, so you're not going to tell me the days I can and can't come. I have the no blackout dates card, the Premier Plus Pro Elite package, whatever it is. The Premier, I think I got. You know, and then I even paid extra so you could go into the, you know, jump in front of the lines. That's like an extra $40 a month there. So I paid for that too. And then you get to the park and they're like, sorry, we're at capacity. You can't come today. I'm like, where on my annual passes that say, sorry, you know, you can't come today? There's no excuses like that. It's just something that aggravates me, you know? But think about it, honestly. If you had Disney passes, let's say, for example, and you're paying $400 a month for those Disney passes, right? Would you be pissed off if you went to the park because you had the unlimited, no blackout dates, fast pass tickets, annual passes? Would you be upset if you went to the park and they said, "Sorry, we're at capacity. We're only letting you know, same day ticket purchasers in first, then the annual pass holders"? I'd be like, screw you. I gave you money up front for the entire year, and you're taking these single day ticket holder first over the annual holders? I think that's crazy. And that's what they tell you, you know, because they were hurting during COVID, so they want to take those sales tickets, you know, single day sale tickets first before they let the annual members in. Now, I could go on and reserve a day, but nowhere when I signed up for the annual pass did it say, hey, you have to reserve your day a week in advance to go to Disney. You know, I'm not the type of guy, you guys probably know that sets reservations and follows through with it. You know, I'm the type of guy, I wake up in the morning and if I'm feeling good and my daughter says, hey, Dad, let's do something fun, you know, then, hey, we go to Disney for the day. But this whole thing, like even Aquatica, you know, like if you can't go out to Aquatica on a Friday or Saturday, you know, God forbid, you know, if you're not there by 11 a.m., they're at capacity. But, you know, it's just those little things in life that irritate you, make you wonder. Yes, Josh, they should put the annual members first. I agree with that. 100%. Powell said inflation expectations aren't at a troubling level. I'm sorry, but like a year ago when gas was, you know, a dollar, you know, what was it, like $1.20 a gallon? You know, when gas was $1.20 a gallon, it's now at $3.20 a gallon. I think that inflation's a little worrisome for me. When the picanha I was buying was like $4.99 a pound, and now it's $9.99 a pound. You know, that's troubling to me. You know, when you know, man, there's so many different things that are crazy. Luckily, I didn't see my utility bill went up a little bit. I mean, I don't know what's average for you guys, but my electric bill is about $300 a month. You know, usually it's right around 200 to 240, but at $300, it's like okay, I could contribute that to the AC being a little bit lower. But other than that, you know, it's just daily stuff. You know, your meats, like even so. How about this perfect example? You know, the other day we had burgers for dinner. I cooked some burgers on the grill, and we went to Publix. They usually have 4 burgers in a package for, you know, I think it's $12.99. Right? It's like the higher beef chuck roast type of stuff burgers. You know what it is? It's in that like black container. It has 4 burgers in it though. It's $12.99. Guess what they did? They cut it down. Instead of 4 burgers, it's now 2, and it's the same price. It's $12.99 for 2 instead of the 4. So you know, like there's definitely signs that, you know, things are getting a little worse. Guys, a big breakdown here coming.
Inflation well above 2%. Given the extent with inflation, high inflation being temporary, it wouldn't be appropriate for the Fed to react. A couple of quick highlights from Fed Chair Powell testimony
He just got to get
in
off
Washington,
air.
D.C.
Yeah, guys, make sure you download our free app. Go to the App Store, download Breaking Chart Alerts. You're going to get instant news notifications. Anytime there's breaking news, you're going to hear it from us first. And you're going to get those trade alerts texted to you. If you're a member, you can be logged in and view those trade alerts. If you're not a member, you're just going to see a new trade made, and you're going to miss out.
EIA nat gas inventory for last week, 55, a build of 55 million cubic feet. That was a larger than expected build. The estimate was for 47 million cubic feet.
Alrighty, guys on YouTube, I'm going to end this now. If you guys are live with us on YouTube, if you guys want to come join us, here is our trade room. Here's what the homepage looks like. Well, if you're not a member yet, I'll log out here. If you're not a member yet, this is what the website looks like. You guys could come down, check out some of the videos here, learn how to trade stock and options here, learn a trade plan, live trading videos, trading community. You guys could see here's our schedule, here's how our app alerts work, and here's our community. Here's some reviews and some stuff about our service. And if you guys want to come join us, all you have to do, this is probably what you guys see. You see different tabs on mine because I'm the administrator. But, you know, here's where you click for the live trading. Here's where you click for the trades. Here's where you click for the education, all the videos. Trade challenge trades are here. And then when you go here, membership pricing and plans. Go here, check it out. $125 a month. That's for the morning live trade session. The Pro Trader gives you live morning and afternoon trade session, and then that also gives you text alerts. Elite Pro Trader, you're saving money. You get the app alerts, the text alerts, live morning, live afternoon trading, all the educational content, and you guys could save 30% there by clicking sign up or upgrade if you're not a member. Right here on coupon code, you could use promo code challenge, and that'll save you 30% off the yearly membership there. Alrighty, guys. Hope everyone has a great day. Once you get joined and logged in, go to our live trading and go to our live trade room there. I will see you guys later. Hope everyone has a good day. We're climbing off the lows there now after that Powell comment. Apple's holding above 149, and Disney's starting to get a nice breakout again at 184.22, climbing off that 4-candle pullback after Powell's announcement there. So I will see you guys in the live trade room from YouTube, and hope you guys come join us. Check us out. Take care. Have a great day, everyone. And